Hey everybody, Grant Newhold here, KCMC Sports. As we're getting ready to set up another year of football, I wanted to take a moment and show you how we're utilizing Scorebird. It's such an essential tool in our toolkit to be able to bring our scoring data into our graphics and make that really seamless. So we're using the product called the Nest from Scorebird. Once we get into the press box, we're looking for the score controller and seeing what kind of model it is and knowing if we have compatibility. We'll find that we have compatibility with almost every score controller out there. However, we have found a few that are just really too old that doesn't have the right data outputs that we can connect into. But for the most part, anywhere we go, we've hooked up Scorebird and it's worked really well. So I'm going to take a moment and show you how we're doing that. Of course, the unit needs some power, so we just have to hook that up, usually find an outlet under the desk, get some power to it, and then we're finding the kind of connection that we need in the back of the score controller. This is a Nevco system, and so we have BNC coming out of that. So we have a little BNC cable, and then Scorebird will provide some different adapters based on the different score controllers you may see. And so as this one's labeled a Nevco adapter, as we're working with a Nevco system, we'll just plug into the BNC on the back of the control unit and then into our Nevco adapter, which then has our USB connection on the other end, which will plug right into the USB port of the Nest itself, and then we'll just fire it right up. So now that it's firing up, what it's going to do is it's going to go out and look for internet in 3 different ways. First, you could have an Ethernet port and plug that right into a network if you have that. You could also join this to a Wi-Fi within your press box or gymnasium or wherever you might be working. And if you don't have either one of those options, it's going to go out and find cellular service. And we use it on cellular service most of the time and have had really great luck with it. I don't feel like we need a ton of great cell service that's not trying to output data that's too extensive like video or anything. So once that does that, it's going to go through, it's going to come online as it has already, and it's going to get a configuration from the board. But I need to get into the app on my phone and actually do some configuration from there. So I'll go ahead and I'll open the Scorebird Admin app, and then I will see my device is online, and I will tap on it. And then from there, I'm going to change the sport scoreboard to match what I'm using for this instance. So as I select that, I'm going to select a sport. Today we are doing football. And then I'm going to select the different controller. Again, it's a Nevco, and this one is the Nevco 7.5. Submit it there, and it says parser successfully changed. Got it. And now I want to make sure I'm actually getting this data. So I can hit the test nest option right there and select my sport one more time, which again is football for us tonight, and then hit submit. And now it's going to populate a little virtual scoreboard that I should be able to see the data coming into, which I am. As I look out and see the scoreboard there, I know that I'm getting also that same exact data coming in here. And then as I want to test that data out, I can go ahead and run the clock and see it count down on the board as well as in the actual testing app. So at this point, we should be able to be bringing data into our production truck software. So now once we've got the data to the app, we're going to see it in the actual program itself. So we're going to go ahead and open our gear icon and get into the scoreboard area. The source will drop down, make it Scorebird. And then in here, we've already inputted our device and our bot number, so it's showing up and showing connected right away. So you can see already the data is flooding in here. One thing I will note is if you are not having current data coming from your scoreboard and you go ahead and set all this up, you may not see data right away until more data comes again from the scoreboard. I just did that a little bit ago and couldn't understand why I wasn't getting data, and remembered nothing was actually being live data coming like a clock running, and therefore my data wasn't populating. As soon as actual live data came through again, everything populated. So that's something that could definitely be a little misguiding. So at that point, I have all my clock data, I have my down and distance, my score, all of that is filling in here. And so then that way, whenever I come over to my Scorebug, I'm getting my score and everything showing up right here. So that's pretty much a good gist of how Scorebird is bringing data into our programs. It makes things a lot easier for us in order to have some seamless data coming from the score clock. So you guys got to check out Scorebird. They're an awesome company to work with, and we're KCMC Sports, and we'll check you guys later.